Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Super excited. We got some good stuff coming up today. We're going to talk about medical and VR. We're going to be talking a brand new headset that just got launched to the not not long ago. Video came out about 5 hours ago, but yesterday it came out. And we're going to be talking about brand new Denny's augmented reality menu? What? What is going on here? It's crazy. Crazy world. We're living in a crazy world where emerging technology is quite literally happening every day. For those of you that have not been here before, I'm Rob Petrosino. It's very nice to meet you. I appreciate you coming in and spending some time with me, whether you're on any of the platforms. Feel free to drop a comment in the chat. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you're working on, etc. But also, my role is to be a technologist, to be a futurist, to be someone who is focused on what's happening in the future and how to bring emerging technology into your life every day. But more importantly, make you feel comfortable enough to go out and advocate for emerging technology in what you do. So with that, we're going to take a sip of coffee. As always, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are around the world, because we got a couple different streams up, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on your YouTube, whether you're on LinkedIn, one of the other platforms. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you being here. If you're watching this on VOD, thank you. VOD, for those of you who don't know, is video on demand. But with that, we want to get started, get rocking and rolling, and talk about Rokid. So let's head on over to the screen share. So we are going to play a couple minutes of this video. We're gonna narrate over the top of it. We're just gonna run through a couple different sections because this is really interesting. So Rokid, Chinese-based company that is launching a brand new headset. Here it is, right here. It is a tethered cell phone based headset, so that means it's got a cord that plugs into your phone, but what's really interesting is how they set it up. So it's only 75 grams, incredibly light. Think of that as a pair of sunglasses, give or take, on the weight size. They have a couple different options here as far as experience goes. When they plug it into this controller, they're going to show you your standard use case of being on a train or being in travel, and being able to put this on and have a really unique experience. So they have some adjustable dimming. It is at 5 meters at 215-inch display. They're going to talk about that later, but what they're doing here is showing you off the audio capabilities. It's got built-in speakers over each ear, so you can hear that audio coming in crisp and clear and more personalized because of the angle of it, and less over the shoulder hearing angle. So what's nice is that you're getting 120 hertz frame rate as well, so it's incredibly smooth. That's a nice upgrade. So there's your 250-inch max display, which is impressive to say the least. You're also going to get a 50-degree field of view, which is pretty impressive. Here we have it plugged into a laptop, and you're getting a brightness of 600 nits. So 600 nits is pretty impressive as far as brightness, especially for one of these pass-through augmented reality headset displays. So you're getting a couple different people wearing these. You're getting a couple different experiences. But with that, we wanted to head a little bit deeper into the video, into something that not a lot of people are talking about. And what that is this unified viewing experience that they're touting. So because they have the ability and built their own software, have their own proprietary Yoda OS master system, which I really think is awesome. They're using SLAM technology and 6-degree field of view for spatial audio and all that fun stuff. But what they're doing too is they are allowing multiple users to have a shared and unified experience. And the way that they're doing is through this paired viewing experience. Okay, so what the user's actually able to do is those that don't have a headset can still have a really interesting experience viewing augmented reality. So this is decreasing the barrier of entry for shared augmented reality experiences. So this is the portion that I think people are missing. You don't have to have a headset now to have this unified viewing experience. Because you're using multiple devices, you can have a really fantastic and engaging experience. He's going through here, he's putting virtual artwork on a display. As you can see, one user is wearing the headset, and this footage is captured in real time using a handheld recording equipment. What handheld recording equipment, we don't know. What that latency is, we don't know. What the upload-download speed of the Wi-Fi or connection is, we don't know. But again, these are a little bit of movie magic tricks to potentially change that. So, Rokid, really nice opening day video, well done. What I also wanted to show here is that this user was wearing this over their regular glasses the whole time, and it seems that they can fit those fairly well underneath, over the top of their glasses. So what they also have here is a brand new service that they're doing for spatial mapping for interactive multi-user experiences. So Rokid is built their own system. I believe it's called Wave 3. We're just scrubbing, pulling it up. So what they're doing is they are building out an experience where a user can walk through and capture a space, and when they capture that space, it will then be created into a dense point. They'll use dense point cloud as well as a less dense point cloud, so sparse point cloud, as well as some LiDAR mapping to map an actual space. Because of this, they're mapping that space, then they're uploading it, creating this last file or flattened point cloud with meshing. Not 100% accurate, not 100% beautiful, but because they have this, they allow the next user, who looks like they're using one of the Pro editions of this headset, so there are two different versions of this headset. It looks like one has a LiDAR camera on the outside of it, one does not, and they are placing augmented reality objects around the space for future users to interact with, which feels like a very quick and easy way to get multiple viewers in the same experience at the same time. So you have a drawing experience. You also have speech to text in here, which is really cool. So that is the big overview of these brand new Rokid Max and Max Pro. So there's two different. Roku Max looks like it does not have a LiDAR sensor on the front of it. It looks like this unit we were looking at the beginning. Rokid Max Pro looks like it has a LiDAR sensor in the middle and has a slightly different shape and some other capabilities in it. So that is the big parallel that we're getting here, is this unified view of devices at the same time, including in real time. So really interesting, really cool. They even are touting that this Pro system will be out closer to the end of the year, so something that we'll keep our eyes on, obviously, as it's impacting this experience overall. So really interesting, very well done, very meaningful for the industry overall to push the boundaries of having an AR experience and looking at it from a unique perspective of multiple users having the same experience at the same time, but potentially a walled garden because it's running on the Rokid operating system and maybe only with their devices. But with that, we're going to transition over to our next topic. If you have questions, can we sample this? Yasmin, so this is just released a couple hours ago. So this was actually yesterday it came out. So this is the Rokid Max. We're reviewing it. Definitely something that will be coming out shortly. You can actually pre-order these now on the Rokid website. So an option for sure, but it looks like it's very close. The Max version of this looks like it's very close to the Nreal glasses that are out, that are tethered, but this is something that will be coming out and hitting the mass market for sure. So great question. Appreciate that question. Always throw your questions in the chat. So hopefully that answers it, but it will be coming out shortly here. So Rokid Max, spatial audio, 215 inch screen at 5 meters in front of you. It looks like it has a paired viewing experience or a shared viewing experience across multiple devices, which is what we see down here, which is really interesting and could be a differentiator, or at least something that we need the market to adopt overall across a lot of different devices. It's making sure these types of experiences are meaningful and valuable for those that do not have a headset, which brings the barrier of entry down for people to experience. So Yasmin, great question. What I like about this, though, is the ease of use, it feels like, on the hand tracking. It looks like they've got some good hand tracking on there. And I'm really excited to see the pro version of this, which is showed off towards the end of this experience, which is really well done. So with that, we're going to switch over to our next topic, which I'm incredibly excited about. Less fun on the visuals, but a fantastic company called Applied VR. They have a brand new announcement because their new service called Relieve VRX, which is a virtual reality lower back pain tool, right, is now Medicare and Medicaid approved for billing. So this is massive. So this is the first Medicare Medicaid service that is in virtual reality that's been approved for billing. Okay, what that means is this now opens up the floodgates to impact anyone that's working in virtual or augmented reality within the healthcare space to drive to a billing code and compliance for Medicare and Medicaid. Okay, so the CMS is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. They establish a unique healthcare common procedure coding system, level 2 code E1905. For the Relieve XR program. What that means is that the Relieve XR program as a durable medical equipment, making it the first ITX or digital therapeutic to be placed on the existing benefit category. This is insane. This opens up a massive market for virtual and augmented reality to now be able to be billed and not solely reliant on the direct-to-consumer to pay for something that they know is benefiting their lives. So within the official determination letter, the medical software on this device, which is housed and so integral to each, became the whole device, not as software, as a separate service, which is interesting as well. It's nice that they put this in here too. It's finally time for more fully embrace ITX and move toward becoming a more standards of care rather than one-off niche solutions or treatments for chronic lower back pain. So chronic pain is estimated to be a $635 billion market in the U.S. Major contributing factor is the opioid crisis. Approximately 8 adults have it. So the Relieve RX program is fantastic. It has FDA approval previously and now has a medical billing code. So this is really, really game-changing. Congratulations, Applied VR. I'm absolutely enthralled that you guys were able to go through this. I know this process is not easy. I know it's incredibly difficult. And I know that because it's incredibly difficult, you are forging the path forward to getting others in this space approved. So this is a huge, huge announcement. It will parallel massive jumps in the future where other devices, other systems, other services can be applied to this ITX and digital therapeutics world, which is something I am keeping my eye on extremely closely. But with that, we're going to flip-flop. So we saw a fantastic headset. We see an incredible medical billing now for a virtual reality experience. We're going to go over to Denny's, who's launching an AR menu. Okay, so Denny revamping its complete menu, which is incredibly cool. I love that Denny's has started this brand new menu facet, and we're going to take a dive into the menu first. New mac and cheese brisket skillet, pretty impressive. Red, white, and blue pancakes, and my very, very interesting one is strawberry pancake puppies. a sweet treat at its core, shareable bite-sized pancake rounds with strawberries and white chocolate chips, and it's sprinkled with powdered sugar. So these are like stuffed pancake bites, which sounds pretty interesting. So that's not what we're here for, though. We are here for a brand new augmented reality experience on the Denny's menu. So what they're doing is they are having a new AR experience on their menu, vibrant visual tour of each phase. Denny's is on the AR to bring to life a multitude of opportunities to interact, access exclusive deals, as well as learn the storied 70 years at the user's fingertips with just a scan. So it's impressive that they did this. They took their time and built out an augmented reality experience to drive to a lower demographic, which we love to see. And that lower demographic looks like they are extremely interested in technology. Also to call out, they also changed their employee uniforms. And they now have a fresh new merchandising available at dinerdrip.com, which I do have to say is a fantastic URL. So brand new augmented reality experience from Denny. Scan it. It looks like they're using Eighth Wall in here as a service provider. For those of you who don't know what Eighth Wall is, it's a very straightforward and simple augmented reality viewing tool. Good on them for using an industry leader here. It pulls up in browser. Because it pulls up in browser, it makes the experience a lot easier. And when that browser experience is easy, it makes everything much more accessible on smartphones. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like. You're seeing the brisket, it all melt in full augmented reality. We get some nice textures, we get some nice visuals. You know, I hope every brisket at all across the U.S. looks like this when it comes out. But that is what we're looking at today from these three incredible organizations. I'm going to head over to dinerdrip.com. We got to see what it looks like. Ooh, some nice swag. Look at that fluffy bucket hat. Anyway, we are... fantastic conversation today. We got some good stuff coming. We have Rokid headset coming out. We have this new applied VR experience where it is able to be medically built, and Denny's Order Up augmented reality menu, all coming to us quickly and fast today and over the last couple days. Very exciting, good stuff going on overall. But with that, we're going to transition back, and I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. This one was bright and early, so you get the video on demand. You can watch it before your day starts. Appreciate you hanging with me. I appreciate you checking out the socials below. Make sure you give it a like and follow. If you have any comments, throw a comment in there. I'll always respond during the time. And I really look forward to chatting with you guys soon and bringing you more updates. I appreciate you coming in and spending some time with me. If you haven't checked us out, make sure you share this with a friend and spread the word on emerging technologies, because quite literally everyone is doing it. It's just how you apply it to your specific use case. With that, thank you so much. I will see you guys on the other side.